After 60, poor blood flow isn't just an inconvenience. It's actually one of the biggest reasons people fall, lose their balance, and slowly give up their independence. Cold feet, heavy legs, that shuffling walk to the bathroom at night that honestly just feels riskier every year. Most people think this is just, getting older, but that belief is costing them their mobility. Here's the part almost no one talks about. There is one simple drink, often ignored, sometimes misunderstood, that can support blood flow to your legs far faster than most people expect. Not months from now, in some cases the same day. And when circulation improves, something remarkable happens. Legs feel warmer, movement feels steadier, confidence starts to come back. In this video, I'm ranking common drinks from the weakest to the most effective for leg circulation after 60. Some are overhyped, some help a little, and one stands far above the rest. But most people use it completely wrong, which makes their circulation worse instead of better. To understand why this works, you need to see what's failing inside your legs. After 60, the real problem isn't just weaker muscles or slower movement. It's what's happening inside your blood vessels. As we age, the body produces far less nitric oxide, a natural molecule that tells arteries when to relax and open. Think of nitric oxide as the signal that keeps your blood vessels flexible. When that signal fades, the vessels don't open the way they used to. Instead of staying wide and elastic, arteries slowly stiffen and narrow. Blood has to squeeze through tighter spaces, especially on the long journey down to your legs and feet. That's why circulation problems show up there first. The flow becomes sluggish, oxygen arrives late. Waste products don't clear properly. This is when symptoms start creeping in. Aching calves, tingling or numb toes, legs that feel heavy after short walks. Nerves begin to suffer because they aren't getting enough oxygen, which can dull sensation and weaken balance. And when balance drops, fall risk rises sharply. When circulation problems show up, the advice is usually predictable. Walk more, elevate your legs, take a daily aspirin. Sometimes compression socks get added to the list. And to be fair, these steps can offer temporary relief. Movement helps push blood along. Elevation reduces swelling. Aspirin can thin the blood slightly, but none of this fixes the real breakdown happening inside your arteries. That's why so many people follow the rules and still watch their circulation decline year after year. The stiffness continues, the narrowing worsens, and symptoms slowly return, often stronger than before. But here's the hopeful part. This decline isn't permanent. Your body doesn't forget how to make nitric oxide. It just lacks the raw materials and signals it needs to do it efficiently. This is where nutrition becomes the missing lever. Certain foods and drinks supply the exact compounds your body uses to restart that process. Once you understand how the body makes nitric oxide, everything changes. Here's the simple biology most people never hear explained. Certain natural compounds called dietary nitrates enter your body through specific foods and drinks. Once you consume them, the process begins in your mouth. Beneficial bacteria on your tongue convert nitrates into nitrites. Then, when those nitrites reach your stomach and bloodstream, your body turns them into nitric oxide. This matters because nitric oxide works fast. We're not talking about weeks of waiting. In many cases, blood vessels begin relaxing within minutes to a few hours. As arteries open, blood moves more freely, especially to the legs and feet, where circulation is usually weakest. People often notice the change before they can explain it. Feet start to feel warmer. That tight, heavy sensation in the calves eases. Cramping becomes less frequent, walking feels smoother, less forced. These aren't dramatic miracles. They're signs that blood is finally reaching tissues that have been starved for years. But here's the catch. Not all drinks contain meaningful amounts of these compounds. Some barely move the needle, others work, but slowly. And a few are truly powerful when used correctly. So let's start from the bottom. At the very bottom of the list are drinks that people assume should help, but rarely do much for leg circulation after 60. Plain water is the best example. Staying hydrated is important because, dehydration thickens the blood, But hydration alone only supports basic function. It doesn't open arteries. It doesn't restore nitric oxide. Studies show the improvement in blood flow from water alone is small, often in the single digits. Then there are antioxidant-heavy drinks that get labeled as heart-healthy. Teas and light fruit infusions fall into this category. They reduce oxidative stress over time, which sounds impressive, but the effect is slow and subtle. These drinks may support blood vessel health over months, not hours or days. For someone already dealing with numb feet or unstable legs, that delay really matters. This is where many people get confused. A drink can be healthy and still be ineffective for leg circulation. Antioxidants protect, they don't necessarily activate. They don't tell stiff arteries to relax right now. In practical terms, these bottom-tier options help maintain what you already have. They don't reverse much of the damage that's already there. Things improve once we move beyond maintenance. The middle of the list is where drinks start to show real benefits, but they come with trade-offs most people don't expect. Certain fruit-based juices can improve circulation by reducing inflammation inside blood vessel walls. When inflammation drops, arteries become slightly more flexible, allowing better flow over time. The problem is speed and balance. These drinks don't strongly stimulate nitric oxide production. Instead, they work indirectly and slowly. Improvements tend to show up after weeks of consistent use, not the same day. For someone hoping to feel steadier on their feet or reduce cramping soon, that can be frustrating. Sugar is another issue. Many of these juices contain large amounts of natural sugar. That sugar can temporarily raise blood glucose and insulin, which may counteract some circulation benefits, especially in older adults who are already insulin resistant. Cost adds another barrier. Drinking these daily can become expensive fast. So yes, these mid-tier options can help. They're better than doing nothing. They may support long-term vessel health, but they're not ideal if your main goal is to quickly and reliably improve blood flow to your legs. Now we're entering the serious category. This is the point where the results become noticeable. Fast-acting nitric oxide boosters are drinks that contain compounds your body can quickly convert into nitric oxide, leading to real changes in circulation the same day. When prepared correctly, these drinks don't just support blood flow in theory, you feel the difference. Preparation matters more than most people realize. Processed versions, loaded with sugar or stripped of active compounds, rarely deliver the same effect. It's the natural, concentrated forms that work. The difference between the two can mean feeling nothing at all versus feeling your legs wake up. People often describe the sensations clearly. Warmth returns to the feet. The tight, heavy feeling in the calves eases. Cramping becomes less intense or disappears for hours. Walking feels smoother, as if the legs are finally getting the fuel they need. These signals are important. They're signs that arteries are opening and blood is moving again. What makes this category exciting is speed. These drinks don't ask for blind faith. They give feedback. You know fairly quickly whether they're working for you. Still, even within this group, not all options are equal. Some are strong, others are merely decent. But a few drinks outperform almost everything else. At the elite level, leafy green drinks really do set themselves apart from almost everything else. Certain greens are packed with dietary nitrates, way more than most fruits or teas, honestly. When you consume them regularly, they provide the raw material your body needs to produce nitric oxide in meaningful amounts. There's a detail here that surprises many people. The process actually starts in your mouth. Beneficial bacteria on your tongue convert nitrates into nitrites, which later become nitric oxide. This means habits like using strong mouthwash right after drinking these greens can actually block the effect. It wipes out the very bacteria doing the work. The results, when done right, are honestly impressive. Studies show nitrate-rich greens can improve blood flow by well over 40% with consistent use. People report warmer legs, fewer cramps, and better walking endurance within days to weeks. Of course, there are barriers. The taste can be sharp or bitter. Preparation takes effort. You need fresh greens, blending or juicing, and a willingness to stay consistent. Many people struggle to make it a daily habit. That's really the only reason these don't take the top spot. only one drink consistently ranks above the rest. The number one drink for supporting leg circulation after 60 is beetroot juice. No other option delivers the same combination of speed, strength, and consistency. Biologically, it stands alone because beets contain one of the highest concentrations of natural dietary nitrates in a form the body absorbs efficiently. Once consumed, those nitrates are rapidly converted into nitric oxide. Blood vessels begin to relax within a few hours, sometimes even sooner. Blood flow to the legs increases significantly, and unlike some drinks that wear off quickly, the effects of beetroot juice tend to build with daily use. Circulation doesn't just spike, it improves over time. Research consistently links beetroot juice to measurable outcomes: increased blood flow, reduced arterial stiffness, improved walking endurance, and less discomfort during movement. Many people notice warmer legs the very same day. Within days, cramping eases. Over a few weeks, walking feels steadier and less tiring. There are a couple of harmless side effects worth mentioning. Urine or stool may turn pink or red. This is normal and temporary. Some people notice a mild earthy taste they need time to adjust to. These aren't warning signs. They're simply part of how beets work. But knowing the drink isn't enough. How you use it matters. To get real results from beetroot juice, the details matter. Timing comes first. It works best on an empty stomach, ideally in the morning. This allows nitrates to be absorbed efficiently without competing with other foods. Most studies point to a simple amount, about 8 ounces. More is not better. Consistency matters far more than intensity. Drinking it once in a while won't do much. The benefits build when nitric oxide production is supported daily. Think of it as training your blood vessels to relax again, not shocking them into action once a week. Some people choose to pair beetroot juice with another nitrate-rich or circulation-supporting drink later in the day, like a leafy green blend or a caffeine-free herbal tea. This isn't required, but it can accelerate results for those who want extra support. There are also clear mistakes to avoid. Don't drink it with a heavy meal. Wait at least 30 minutes before eating. Don't use strong mouthwash right after, as it disrupts the nitrate conversion process. And don't stop prescribed medications without speaking to your doctor. This leads to a bigger realization. Your circulation didn't fail because you got old. It failed because your body slowly lost access to the raw materials it needs to function the way it was designed to. For decades, we've been told that stiff arteries, cold legs, and poor balance are just part of aging. But when you look closer, it's not aging itself. It's a nutritional gap created by modern diets. Your body still knows how to relax blood vessels. It still knows how to increase blood flow. It just needs the right signals. For most of human history, those signals came from vegetables rich in natural nitrates. Today, they're largely missing, replaced by processed foods that offer calories but no vascular support. That's why something as simple as a daily drink can make such a noticeable difference. You're not forcing your body to do something unnatural. You're giving it back what it's been missing. When circulation improves, everything downstream improves too. Muscles get oxygen, nerves fire more clearly, balance steadies, walking feels safer, independence feels possible again. And once you understand that, you stop chasing quick fixes and start correcting the real problem. The biggest misunderstanding about aging and circulation is the belief that decline means failure. That once your legs feel weak or your feet go cold, there's nothing you can do but accept it. In reality, what most people are experiencing isn't failure at all. It's deficiency. For most of human history, people regularly ate foods that naturally supported blood flow. Leafy greens, root vegetables, and simple plant foods were part of daily life. Today, those foods have been replaced by processed meals that fill the stomach but starve the vascular system. The result looks like aging, but it's really the absence of key nutrients your body depends on. This isn't about blame. You didn't do anything wrong. You followed the advice you were given. But now you know something different. Circulation can improve because the body is adaptable, even later in life. Your arteries can become more responsive. Blood flow can increase. Stability and confidence can return. None of this requires extreme measures, just the right inputs applied consistently. So here's the challenge. Commit to this for 30 days. Just 30. Drink your circulation-supporting juice every morning, pay attention to how your body responds, and don't rush the process. Notice the small changes first. Warmer feet, less cramping, legs that feel lighter when you stand up or walk. Track how far you can walk comfortably. Pay attention to balance, especially at night. What you're really watching for is confidence returning. The quiet confidence that comes from trusting your legs again, from moving without fear, from knowing you're not as fragile as you were led to believe. This isn't about chasing youth, it's about protecting independence. Mobility is freedom, and freedom is worth daily effort. Start tomorrow morning. Stay consistent. Let your body respond in its own time. And if this helped you understand your circulation in a new way, stay with this channel. We focus on what actually works, clearly, calmly, and backed by real science.